Okay.
Let's get into something that, outside of the school.
All right.
A Philadelphia teen says her dangerous Lyft driver booted her from the car and attacked her after she complained about the woman being on the phone.
Okay.
Helena Barrios, 18, railed on Twitter about the violent altercation Sunday, explaining in a series of posts that the driver pulled out her phone during the ride to answer a phone call.
The driver pulled out their phone and answered it?
Yeah, the Lyft driver was driving them. The Lyft driver's phone rang. The Lyft driver pulled out the phone and answered the phone while she's driving.
Okay.
She was being loud and obnoxious on the phone call and then turned the music all the way up, Barrios wrote. I asked her to lower it down because it's too loud, but she said that's when things became heated.
Okay.
She then clearly gets angry and tells me she felt bad energy from me when I first got in the car.
Bad energy?
Bad energy.
All right.
She's probably from like Barbados or something.
Right. Okay.
She's probably one of these, voodoo people.
Mm-hmm.
The woman pulled over and allegedly booted Barrios from the car and then began attacking the teen for starting to record the fight with her phone.
Now, attacked how? Like physically attacked?
It didn't say. It just said attacking.
Okay.
As I call somebody over to call the police, she gets aggressive and she wraps her arms around me trying to grab my phone, Barrios wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed her off of me, and then when she hits me, I start to defend myself.
Okay.
Barrios said she was left bleeding with abrasions from the incident, in addition to her iPhone screen being cracked. Photos posted to Twitter showed Barrios' bruised face and a chunk of her hair that apparently had been yanked out in the brawl.
Okay.
Me and my family are still in shock at what happened, and I will be in pain for the next few days, she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I need justice from Judge Akin to be served. I don't want her to hurt anybody else's child. Lyft said in a statement that the driver had been banned from the rideshare platform.
Ooh.
The incident described as troubling, a spokesperson said. Community safety is fundamental to Lyft, and we have been in touch with the driver with the rider to extend our support. We have permanently banned the driver from Lyft and stand ready to assist law enforcement. Barrio wasn't able to be immediately reached for comment.
Okay, this is an easy one. Go ahead, I'm ready.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right, this is a simple one.
All right.
Anytime the evidence comes from fucking social media, not guilty. No, I don't care what she did. I don't care if she shot her in the face. Not guilty because it's on fucking Facebook. She didn't handle it appropriately. She took it to fucking social media instead of to the company directly. She gets nothing. Fuck her. Not guilty. Simple. That's it.
All right. Fair enough.
Give me another one.
All right. An alleged narcotics dealer tossed a handful of deadly fentanyl powder at a cop investigating a Bronx drug packaging mill.
Okay.
Members of the New York Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Strike Force burst into a New York apartment with a search warrant. They found several alleged dealers in the apartment surrounded by a large quantity of heroin and fentanyl packages into 20,000 single-dose dose envelopes with the HBO logo. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Name.
Yeah. As the authorities tried to secure the apartment, Christian Rojas grabbed a handful of loose powder and flung it at the cop's face.
All right.
The officer exhibited fentanyl-related symptoms, including nausea, shortness of breath, and was treated by emergency responders. Another officer was sickened by the airborne powder and briefly lost consciousness, officials said. 2 additional cops became ill from inhaling the dangerous substance. The 7 alleged dealers, Christian Rojas, Nasser Laswell, Francisco Payano, Mario Guerrero, Jose Gonzalez, Freddie Roja, and Margaret Peño, were indicted on charges of criminal possession of controlled substances and criminally using drug paraphernalia. They're scheduled to be arraigned in Judge Akin's court.
Okay.
Rojas is being held on $150,000 cash or bond, faces an additional 6 counts of assault, attempted aggravated assault upon a police officer, and reckless endangerment.
Okay, well, since they're all out, some outstanding white guys, I think this is a fairly easy one to roll.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Well, I'm pro cop, so there's that. I'm definitely pro cop.
Is there a bias in your ruling, Mr. Akin?
Well, yes, there is slightly, but it's going to work in their favor. Maybe.
Okay.
Since I'm pro cop, I have to restrict what I do and not just throw the book at these guys. I mean, ultimately, I'd like to just sentence them all to 1 million years in prison and just throw away the key and forget about them. But I'm going to give these guys a chance. What is there, 5 guys?
Yes.
5? So here's their sentence. They can walk away scot-free, but all they have to do is snort up all the drugs themselves.
Okay.
If they snort up all their drugs that are there themselves, they can leave on their own recognizance. And there's no option. There's no other option. It's not like they can choose prison. They have to try. They have to try.
So it's almost like Fear Factor in a way.
It is. It's basically you either live or die. Just like the clients that they're trying to serve this shit to. They'll either live or die. So they'll either do all the drugs between the 5 of them and they'll live, or some of them will live, or one will live, or none will live. But that's their sentence, is they have to do all their own drugs. And if they live, they live. Then they can go on and live their life. What do you think of that? That's a different kind of sentence, no?
It is.
So that's my ruling. My ruling is do your own drugs.
All right, Judge Akin has ruled.